What's going on YouTube? Immortal Phoenix here and welcome back to another video. And in today's video we are going to be reviewing Boruto Chapter 75. Now this chapter is probably going to be crazy. I heard a lot of crazy shit is happening in this chapter, so yeah, let's go ahead and let's review this chapter. Eida enchants all regardless of her gender. Only blood relatives and Otsutsuki aren't affected, meaning it doesn't work on Boruto and Kaoki and her little brother Daemon. Plus, her left eye's Sharingan allows her to peek into all things happening across this world. She can also hear conversations as if she were actually there. It also lets her browse past events, though she can't see anything that took place prior to her birth. So for now, she can only go back 16 years. She can only go back to— oh shit, Eida is 16 years old. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so they kind of explained in deep detail about how her powers and her abilities work, so we can get an understanding. She can only see past 16 years, and she can only see up to events that happens in— well, she can only see up to current events. Okay. As for her brother Daemon, he reflects all attacks. Any action that would inflict harm on him, though it's necessary for his hand to be touching another person's, his ability also transfers the person currently touching. That's everything in a nutshell. What a crazy list of abilities. It makes my head hurt. Damn, Naruto, shit. Daemon is also an irritating, pesky brat, but just be careful not to aim murderous intent towards him no matter what, because that will be reflected too. It depends on conditions, but it'll also rebound back to you. What? Okay, now you've lost me. Want to test it? Nah, no thanks. Bro, Kaoki gets slapped. So he was thinking about slapping Daemon. That's crazy. Looks like it's legit, Boruto, as you saw. You really imagine clobbering him? Woot woot. Is something wrong with your head? That ain't normal. Oh wow. I've been wondering, Amado, how the heck did you develop so many unbelievable abilities? Develop wouldn't be accurate. I'm a mere human, not a god. The crafting of abilities is a feat permitted only to gods. What I did was simply transplant that already existed. Wait, he transplanted? That already existed. Transplant. Explain that. Yeah, their abilities were brought out by a god. Someone who actually evolved into a god, like being Otsutsuki Shibai. Ooh, Otsutsuki Shibai. Otsutsuki. Who is this? Otsutsuki Shibai. Where are they? Don't worry. He's no longer with us. All that exists are his remains. His remains? Do you remember what I told you about how the chakra fruit that forms absorb— wait, hold on. Let me go ahead and zoom in. I can't zoom in? Shit. Okay. About how the chakra fruit that forms from absorbing all life on the planet is a massive colossal energy and genetic information, and that Otsutsuki are species that evolves through devouring those fruits. By repeatedly undergoing karmic resurrection, Shibai cheated death, devoured many fruits over several millennia. Eventually, the culmination evolution led to godhood. Ooh, I do like this cover. I really do love this cover. Shibai is looking pretty damn amazing. It's too bad I've already seen the spoilers, but when I saw this, I was like, what the fuck? A new Otsutsuki? Not just any Otsutsuki, a new Otsutsuki god. Wow. And it leads me to believe that there are actually many other Otsutsuki gods out there. I don't know. If there are other Otsutsuki gods out there, this could be the main plot for the time skip. Well, this could be the main objective, is to take them all out. Godhood, huh? Setting aside possible godhood, let's get back to the original topic. You're saying these various cheat-like powers of Eida and Daemon are originally abilities that this Shibai fellow possessed. That's right. Transplanting DNA harvested from Shibai's remain results in endowing one of his abilities. You there, Kitasuke? Is what he's saying technologically possible? Yes, I've been listening. It's just transplanting a person's ability into someone else, even though using scientific ninja tools would be difficult with creating human technology. However, having now witnessed numerous tech beyond human intellect, like at airships, crash sites, in young Kawaki's body, I cannot say with any safety it is impossible. With any surety, it's impossible. That's slow, Shikamaru. You think I'd make things up at this point? Don't pay my cautious nature any mind. To be blunt, I can't get myself to trust you. Now, go on, Amado. Shibai's various abilities were quite incredible. It said, without weaving hand signs with ninjutsu, he generated a storm, a wave with his hand, and called forth thunderbolts with an angry roar. Ooh, give the name Shinjutsu. Such godlike abilities were either ninjutsu or sage arts. They're phenomenal equivalent to divine miracles. Shinjutsu. So Boruto and Eida are kind of like, what? No, well, they're not kind of like what? They're just like intrigued by the conversation. In addition to Eida and Daemon's abilities, Code's claw marks are also Shinjutsu, or as the Sukuna, Hukona, and Daikokuten that Kawaki inherited from Ishiki, and the immortality art that enables resurrection, karma. In fact, ninjutsu itself fundamentally attempts to reproduce phenomena similar to Shinjutsu, weaving hand signs and concentrating one's chakra. With all due respect, are you saying our ninjutsu are nothing more than a pale imitation of these shinjutsu? Sorry, did I offend you? I'm simply stating a fact. Putting aside the necessity of that, I do know pretty well that Otsutsuki's technological capabilities far exceed our own. And I've got a question. With karmic resurrection, he ought to live forever. So why is he a corpse? Did someone kill Shibai? I don't know what really happened. It's certainly possible that he was killed, but after many cycles of evolution, he ascended to a higher dimension where a physical body isn't required. If no body is needed, neither are resurrection nor vessels. It's a hypothesis that Shibai deliberately discarded his body. What? So Shibai ascended to another plane of reality after becoming a god. And so what happened was he deliberately abandoned his body due to his next level of evolution. Wow, that is crazy. All right, let's keep moving forward. I'm definitely gonna do theories on this because this is like very important. This is like a very important chapter right here. I see. On the one hand, it sounds like crazy talk, but if a god is meant to be a flawless being, then that theory does have some merit. Right. Bro, how is this confusing to Naruto? Didn't you see Hagoromo ascend to this level? I don't know. It's a little bit weird how Naruto doesn't get all this. He should be able to understand this by now because he's seen this happen. Well, not really actually seen it happen, but he's seen it with Hagoromo. That's a little bit weird to me. Hey, what are we talking about? Apologies, I got sidetracked. What I'm trying to say is that Otsutsuki powers contain hope to make what is impossible to us possible, such as bringing my daughter back to life. Bring his daughter back to life? Okay, so Delta shows up. Sarada looks back, he's like, oh. And so Delta is walking, I think, into the penthouse. Delta, you shouldn't be here. I know, but I really wanted to see Eida. Don't tell Shikamaru, okay? No way. Besides, the sensory unit will detect you right away. At least I didn't show up over there. Just let me look at her. No, you're particularly suggestible. Come on, I'm gonna get in trouble. Just a few minutes, I'll stay right here. Please, pretty please. No, Delta, it's time to go to sleep. Oh my god. So Delta is her emergency shutdown. I'm so sorry, she flew off. I haven't run like this in ages. Poor class rep. She's not supposed to disobey either. Dr. Katasuke or me. Her programming needs to be checked. That's how strong Eida's charm is. I need to be careful too. I guess her ability is a lot more fearsome than I thought. Bring your dead daughter back to life? You did mention before that your daughter of yours died 12 years ago. 12 years ago? That's around when I was born. What? So wait, hold on. Amado's daughter is 12 years old, the same age as Boruto right now? I think he's 13. Boruto has to be like 13 or 14 or something. I don't know, but that's crazy. So Amado's daughter is 12 years old. Wow. My daughter, Akabi, suffered from a terrible disease. It was an unknown cause. No drug or cure was effective. It was fatal. It was a fatal illness that doctors had given up on. But I didn't rail against them because I'd already discovered a way to resolve the situation. So I make a new body via cloning. I don't care about the ethics anymore. It seemed logical to give her a totally new shell rather than fix up a defective product. After all, this was a field that I'd long tinkered in. The bar was significantly easier to clear than developing new meds. Akabi died in a short time later. Yet I wasn't sad, at least not at that point. I plugged away in a race against time. I persevered Akabi's brain and succeeded in extracting digitalization and creating a backup of her memories. And about 9 months after my daughter's death, she was abruptly completed, and she had Akabi's voice. her exact appearance, plus her memories. She was a total stranger. I saw the spoilers. I can't really be surprised though, but I did see the spoilers that Delta was his daughter. I don't know. I gotta stop looking at spoilers before I read the chapter because I kind of want to save myself the hype and the excitement for when I actually read the thing. I don't know. I was like, when I saw the Otsutsuki God, I was like very vested in the chapter. This is a really huge dialogue based chapter, but this is like important for us. She definitely retained Akabi's memories in full. Yet she wasn't Akabi. It wasn't just her personality. Her humanity is difficult to explain, but it seems human consciousness is more than just an aggregation of memories. I kept remarking her, but each time she saw she was someone other than Akabi. Even if I could create a new person, it was just not possible to reproduce one who existed before. I realized that this was the domain of gods, a world that humans were not meant to step into. And it finally hit me, and my daughter no longer existed. That's when he appeared. Jigen appeared. He said he'd reunite with her if I assisted him. That was Jigen, as in Otsutsuki Ishiki, huh? And his objectives were achieved. He rewarded me by reviving my daughter. That was the deal. I aligned with Kara as a last hope, not knowing that his goals, the chakra fruit, would come at a cost of this planet's life. Fulfill Kara's mission and get your daughter back, but the planet would die. That's an untenable decision. What an untenable decision. So you gave your daughter up and decided to take down Ishiki. I was prepared to do anything for her, but what's the point if there's no planet to live on? Don't get me wrong though, I haven't given up on my daughter at all. Jigen never specified how he was planning to revive my daughter. It's even possible he may not ever intended to do so. But as I worked with him and taking him down, I was discerned. The mechanism karmic resurrection is what Ishiki was trying to do through vessels, and my attempt to reproduce Akabi using a clone was almost identical. My failed rescue efforts at reproducing a person ability, which crossed into the domain of gods, was possible only through the miracle of godly power, shinjutsu karma. Shinjutsu karma? Okay, now I get it. What Mr. Amado was planning, using Kawaki's karma for. Damn, I added Akabi's data to Kawaki's reconstructed karma. All Kawaki had to do was implant karma into a new clone body that I'll prepare, so that should be enough to revive Akabi. You know, I totally thought Mr. Amado was plotting something else, something a lot worse. Bro, Kawaki is just not having it. Like, look at his expression. He is not having it right now. Eida, yes, Shikadir? I can't trust Amado's tale, including whether if he really had a daughter or not. I want proof. Can you check with your Sharingan? How dare you? Shikamaru, don't you think it's a bit much? I'm just making sure. Don't take offense, Amado. This is my job. You're quite the awful person. Oh wait, you're quite the awful personality, Shikadir, but I kind of like it. Good to hear. Now, if you would. Whoa, that's harsh, Uncle Shikamaru. Hey boy, if you hey boy, if you can react if you can hear me. What? God, I was wondering your petty thoughts were suddenly available to me, but this confirms it. Momoshiki? Uh-oh. Oh no. Hey, what's going on? A new effect that apparently arose from having supplemented of your damaged flesh with my data. It seems our thoughts are crossing over. This isn't just mind transfer jutsu. Momoshiki's thoughts are echoing through my head. It is grating, but never mind. Just don't let Kawaki catch on. I'd rather not tangle with him again. Oh. If I can recall correctly, when Momoshiki had taken over Boruto's body, Kawaki kind of packed him up. He was not having it. Kawaki was just giving him the work. I'm sorry, Momoshiki literally just outright stated he does not want to fight Kawaki again. But if need be, he will. I'm kind of surprised, and Otsutsuki does not want to tangle with Kawaki at all. So Boruto looks at Kawaki. About what Amado just said, there's something about it. You distrust him too, just like Shikamaru. Then again, that whole part about gods and Shibai was sounding really shady to me. Sorry, but the Shibai part is true. He was an Otsutsuki who Amado correctly guessed is no longer in this dimension. What? For real? Same with shinjutsu. I too have observed this plane a long time and have an inanimate understanding of all exaltant of it, yeah, of an extent of all extent shinjutsu. Okay, I have an intimate understanding of all extent shinjutsu. You're saying he's lying about his daughter? Who knows? I have no real knowledge of that. It is Eida's ability that is bothering me. Amado asserted that Eida's abilities are shinjutsu, and her Sharingan is certainly so. However, that love charm power cannot be. So what of it? As I said just now, I know all shinjutsu, but I have never heard of such an ability. Sure, it is possible that Amado is lying. That Amado is lying. What are you saying? That it's a type of scientific ninja tool or something? Plus, why would he need to lie about that? Indeed, that raises the question. It was a quick peek, but Amado's daughter Sanzu Akabi did exist. She died when she was 24. What? Oh, she was 24. At the very least, those events he told us about were all true. Happy now? Thank you, Eida. I appreciate your help. Hey now, that's it. You questioned my honesty. I have nothing else to say. I'm just doing my job. No reason for my distrust lies with the reason for my distrust lies with you. Don't pretend you're innocent while criticizing others. And what about our situation? How long will we be linked? It's not as if I want to be doing this either. Our thoughts are linking against our wills. That's easy for you to say. You better not be trying to trick me. Babble away. I for one hope it'll be I for one hope it'll only be brief, you know. Oh, Momoshiki's Byakugan. All right, this is very important. Let's see what we got here. All right, so Momoshiki's Byakugan. You find him. He couldn't gone far away yet. Don't let him escape. That just ain't what a friend does. You hear? Mitsuki, found him over here. You managed to truly anger me. Oh, wait, huh? Okay. What was that? So Boruto saw a glimpse of the future. Okay. Wow, this chapter, wow. Okay, so Boruto saw a glimpse of the future, and we see that Mitsuki says, you've truly angered me. Wait a second, so what happened? And what caused Kawaki to piss Mitsuki off? And my question is, what is that blood on his face? Did Kawaki kill somebody? I don't know what's going on, but that is just like, wow. So Kawaki killed someone. Mitsuki is pissed off. There must have been a huge fight that happened. I don't know. We'll get into more theories like that later. But for now, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this video. If you guys can, please be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on that post notification bell, so that way you won't miss on any content regarding Boruto chapter reviews on this channel. And if you guys want more, like I said, like the video and comment down below what your favorite part about this chapter is. And what did you guys think about the video overall? Until then, the Immortal Phoenix is out. Peace out, guys.